All right, man. It look like Diddy settles with Cassie after she makes some claims. Um, so basically, she claimed that, Diddy was abusive, physically, emotional, held her against her will, basically groomed her at 19 years old. What I find it funny is, one thing you learn about female nature, sometimes you just got to believe the opposite of what they saying, especially on the internet and public forums, or when you first get to know them. Excuse me, I just straight up woke up. You got to believe the opposite of what they say. They say, it's wrong for an older guy to prey on a younger woman, and older men should date older women and stuff of that nature. But then again, they nature tell you that they like dating the older guys. I mean, that's what I found out in high school. A lot of the girls was dating older guys. You know what I'm saying? And they'll tell you, oh, this is not what we want, but they'll do something completely different. This is where you don't really, especially when you meet a woman, you don't believe shit she really say. You see what she do, you believe what she do. Some things you can peep out and say, oh, that was real, or this, that, and the third, or whatever the situation may be. But to be honest, bro, you really gotta, pretty much believe their actions before you believe their words. And I'm gonna keep dropping this line. Tupac had money bring chicks, chicks bring lies. You know what I'm saying? But she wanted $30 million. Then she threatened to go to a lawsuit, which she had a week left to file a lawsuit because statute of limitations. She filed it. She was prepared to file it, and then she got some money out of Diddy. Now Diddy could have saved himself the bullshit and just, gave her the money and made her sign a non-disclosure agreement and been done with it. You know what I'm saying? And been done with it. Now, apparently he offered her 8 figures. Apparently he offered her 8 figures. And apparently she wanted $30 million. So, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't willing to go that high. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I ain't doing that. But now apparently, if you gonna compromise and end up selling in the end, settle. He got too much smut on his name. She did this at the perfect timing, because I feel that the Keefe D Tupac situation, then he had the whole situation, a while ago where he allegedly, I'm gonna use allegedly, but he beat up his son's strength and conditioning coach at UCLA. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with Lori Harvey, how his son was dating Lori Harvey, and then he started dating Lori Harvey. And then, you had that security guard, that bodyguard that accused him on Art of the Dialogue of he accused him of poisoning Jamie Foxx. And people think he poisoned Al B. Shore. You got to remember, he took Al B. Shore, you know what I'm saying? He took Al B. Shore away from Kim Porter. People forget that. He took Al B. Shore away from Kim Porter. So I don't really recognize, I don't really know if people, really knew that. I don't know if people really knew that. I'll be sure, and Kim Porter out of Columbus, Georgia. Shout out to my Columbus, Georgia ninjas. I got much love for them. Went to school with a lot of them. But yeah. But apparently Cassie settles lawsuit accusing Sean Combs of grape in the bruise. All right. It says Sean Combs and singer Cassie have reached a settlement one day after filing an explosive lawsuit accusing hip-hop mogul of multiple things. The parties announced on Friday evening they had reached an agreement to resolve the case, and though disclosed no details about the terms of the settlement, I decided to resolve this matter amicably in the terms that I have some control over, Cassie said, whose name is Cassandra Venture, and said in a statement, I thank my family, friends, family and fans and lawyers for their unwavering support. In the statement, Combs said, we decided to resolve this matter amicably and wish Cassie and her family all the best love. For Mr. Combs, the settlement quickly shuts down what could have been a risky, potentially embarrassing process of legal discovery, and reams of evidence are made public in possible trial. Ms. Venture, Cassie, who has already aired her accusations through a public complaint voice, cross-examination by Combs' attorney. Now, at the end of the day, also another woman came out another woman came out and made a claim about Diddy as well too. So you better off not even letting a press release in the Me Too movement if you gonna settle. Now, if you say I ain't selling shit, and these Me Too women will come out and lie just to help the sister get the bag. We know that to be true. They will lie just to help another sister get the bag. You know, I got a video on my other channel talking about the girl code. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about the girl code, and a lot of people don't really know what the girl code is, and some girls don't even know what the girl code is themselves. You know, and it ain't that I won't take your man. The girl code is simply, um, I'm gonna have your back versus these men at all costs. And for the most part, it's sad, to be honest. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But but yeah, I mean, I think it was. I mean, shoot, you know, he just had too much going on against him right now, and that's just the fact of the matter. He had too much going on against Diddy right now, bro. All this stuff with Pac going on, all this stuff with that, and just his name being out there with Young Miami, the whole dating your son's girlfriend, and Lori Harvey, you know, what I'm saying? To me, that was just simply too much. That was just simply too much going on in my opinion. You know, that was just too much going on. You know, that was just too much going on. So you sit there and all that type of stuff going on or whatever, that's just, you know, and people want to know why people got feel a way about how Lori Harvey moving and all that type of stuff. And that's why. That's why people feel a certain way on how she's shaking and moving, because women not supposed to move like that. They're not biologically supposed to move the way she moving. You know, and that's why women, because they got an open wound, they more susceptible to sexually transmitted diseases. But then again, you can't tell nobody nothing. You know, then again, you can't tell nobody shit. You know. But did he make the smart play? The smartest play would have been just not to let this case uh even get to a press release. But then again, then you got to make sure she signed all this stuff and all these non-disclosure agreements, so she ain't extorting you. It sounded like she was trying to extort him, you know. So, but you know, once you go, even if most of this stuff or none of this is true, one thing you do find out, you know, is that the system favors women. That's what it is. The system favors the woman. So once you kind of figure that the system favors the woman, it ain't pretty much nothing you can do, you know, because guess what? Even if the lady, you find out the woman is blatantly lying on you or lying on something, guess what? There's no consequence for it. There's no consequence for her lying. There's no consequence for her lying. Yep, there's no consequence for her lying. So there you have it. There's no consequences. And you can never get your reputation back. If one more woman even lied, come out and accuse you of something similar, then it must be true, even if it was proven that what the girl said is a blatant lie. So in a way, it's a lose-lose situation. And this is why you got a lot of guys who telling guys not to play the numbers game, because you're going to pick a bad one. You want to go out and be a player, all that's becoming things of the past. It's because of the money. Even pimping is dead because now it's falling under sex trafficking. You know? So even pimping is dead. Not saying it ever should have been alive, but hey, even that's dead. Then you get brought up on sex trafficking charges. So things are changing. So you want to be a player, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got STIs, you got scorned boyfriends and ex-husbands willing to delete you and get emotional. You got women who can make claims about you once once you want to walk away or they can get physical, then you going to jail. There's so many dangerous pitfalls, you know, but guys are still gonna play that game because it's just a what if. What's out there. And there's nothing cool about running through multiple women once you understand spiritual energy and you understand, once you start mixing yourself with toxic and bad people and you start mixing yourself with multiple personalities and multiple people, that becomes a part of you, and they bad energy and some of their good energy makes you a part of you. So it's kind of like Rogue and the X-Men. But it's Cassie got her bag. Money was getting funny. The personal trainer wasn't making no money. It was part money grab. And she probably was telling some of the truth, but I'm pretty sure it's always exaggerated just a bit. But you know, and why 50 Cent still kicking Diddy wires down. I mean, you know how I go. But hey, check out the music entertainment playlist. Check out the current news playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere from Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. Also, my Detroit channel, Motor Street Sports Talk. Both those in the link tree in the description. Best way to donate, support those channels, share the video, subscribe. Peace.